This 155-pound title bout is brought to you by Dynamic Mortgage Concepts. Time to meet the title fighters. First, fighting out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, holding an MMA record of 4 wins and 0 losses, from Pariah MMA in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Please make welcome Joseph Galaviz. And now, fighting out of the Farmers Insurance Thomas Swenson blue corner, holding an MMA record of 4 wins and 2 losses, fighting out of Ludwig Martial Arts in Broomfield, Colorado. Please make welcome Sean Datte. This 155-pound title bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Referee is Tim Mills.
Okay, gentlemen, you were given clear instructions earlier this evening. I expect a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves. Let's fight for the 155-pound strap.
You heard referee Tim Mills. 155-pound title on the line for Sean Datte, wearing the Bang Muay Thai white and orange trunks, facing off against Joseph Galaviz. Mr. Galaviz wearing the black trunks. Ludwig Martial Arts represented by Datte, and Pariah MMA by Galaviz.
JR, this was my sleeper pick for fight of the night. Let's see if it lives up to my thoughts.
And both these guys right in the center of the cage, circling, neither one backing up. Both of them looking to put some power in the shots with their feet planted solidly.
The last time we saw Galaviz was at the Boulder House, if you remember, JR, and he and his opponent put on a fight of the night performance.
And Datte shoots in with a beautiful blast double, able to set one hook.
Datte doing a beautiful job of landing a head kick to set up that takedown, too, beautifully. Man, is he strong. Great hips, too. Look at that movement.
Good job by Galaviz getting his feet under him, coming back to standing. Datte still enjoying dominant position.
Galaviz, an incredibly tough kid. Incredibly tough. Datte, look at the gyro on this kid's hips. He is just flawless right now.
Just wrestling extraordinaire out
Beautiful.
of the Ludwig Muay Thai fighter. Excuse me, Ludwig Martial Arts.
And I'll tell you, one of the things I'm really impressed with Datte right now is he's very selective in his strike shot right now. He's not just wasting energy. He's not wasting any type of effort at all. He's really picking his shots and looking for that positional advantage.
And he's also not getting himself in danger of a back of the head strike, losing position or losing a point. And one more time, able to drag it to the mat is Datte.
Beautiful job.
Great wrestling put on display here.
Oh, Datte he's trying to neck crank there for a second, but Galaviz fights out.
Both hooks solidly in for Datte. Galaviz just keeping a hand up so neither arm can go all the way around the neck. Looked like he might try to, I was going to say, transition to an arm bar for Datte, but he didn't. See what Galaviz can do here now that he's back in what we would consider to be more his world.
And Galaviz coming out of Pariah MMA, out of Colorado Springs, in my opinion, one of the top 3 gyms in Colorado. These guys have literally been on an exponential rise in the last 2 years. Coach Drew Lawrence is a maestro in coaching. Oh, beautiful
deflector sounded, and Datte with a super exclamation point, putting his stamp on the end of the round.
Great first round. Wow. JR. Datte showing me some things. So, that said, now you've got Ludwig Martial Arts striking school. Obviously, Datte handling his business as far as the wrestling goes. What do you tell that young man going into the second round?
Like we saw in the earlier fight, Ron, I'd like to see a little more ground and pound out of him when he's on the mat. He's looking for the submissions. but he's had decent opportunities to set up, softening up his opponent, maybe make it a little easier to get that finish.
And how about for Galaviz? What do you see that he needs to do in this second round and moving forward into the third?
Always keep a weapon in front of him. Don't let Datte come forward and get those takedowns. I don't want to say they've been easy, but he's been able to get it each time that he's tried.
I agree. And I want to see Galaviz more active.
Yep. And Datte, such an advantage now in the fact that he scored those takedowns. He can use it as feints and fakes.
And that's what he's doing. As at the same time, he's using that as a decoy to set up that big right hand of his, and he's landing that as well. But now Galaviz is picking up the pressure, getting that jab in gear, as I always love to see, which we never see enough of, but Galaviz doing a nice job with it.
Datte able to get the level change, rips his opponent off the cage. Just beautiful technique.
Absolutely.
Waited for his opponent to hit the cage, use the bounce off of the cage in order to get the distance.
And now this is where Galaviz really has to make a statement. He's also got to make a very, very formidable push in terms of offense, because Datte, even defensively, is showing an offensive propensity here for preventing Galaviz from getting anything off so far.
And Datte had a nice elbow to the ribs there, like we talked about. I'd like to see him continue with that striking attack. Yeah. Good job by Galaviz off his back, getting the guard back. And I think he's just going to overhook his opponent and do everything that he can to try to control position, or control his posture, see if he can't get a stand-up.
Galaviz has got to focus right now on standing up, pushing off Datte, but again, that's a very difficult task, of course, with this kind of wrestling.
And as we say that, Galaviz setting up the triangle choke.
Yeah.
So he's not just content to just stay there and wait for a stand-up. I'm okay if he proves you wrong.
I am too. I just love these guys. These guys are such great competitors too.
Datte working to try to pass the guard.
Such a
now
strong
getting
kid.
some striking going on for Datte.
Positionally perfect tonight is Datte.
Just going to drag him down again.
Really wearing on Galaviz right now. And you can see Galaviz really thinking in terms of what can I do here.
And a good knee strike to your opponent, never a bad option.
Right. Oh!
Nice uppercut lands for Galaviz. Datte starting to take some deep breaths.
And Galaviz looks like he's getting himself back into this fight.
Ten-second clacker, could be interesting third round. Person that's been dominating being Datte. If he starts to gas
or land, as he's done, you know, Galaviz is a kid that we've seen. We've seen this kid win fights in the third round. So, again, never count these guys out. Datte positionally is outstanding tonight. I'm wondering if the pace of this fight, the pace that he's putting on Galaviz, is even getting to him, as I'm seeing him take some really heavy, deep breaths right now.
Yeah, working that wrestling game, changing levels, going for the shoots, lifting your opponent's entire body weight, absolutely grueling.
And this is really where Galaviz kind of gets stronger as the fight goes on. And you can see right there, as I was saying that, this is where this kid turns it up. And as a coach, what more could you ever want to see than that? As Datte gets rid of his own stool, I love it. Third and final round, JR.
Got the title on the line here.
I think Datte's going to have to be careful because Galaviz is really starting to mix up those strikes well.
Galaviz is going to do everything he can to try to fight this off.
Look at that sprawl.
He knows it's to his advantage to keep it standing. Datte hands clasp.
Beautiful Greco throw, trying to get Galaviz to the center. Galaviz does a nice job of keeping balance, keeping on his feet.
But look how Datte rode his hip all the way to the cage in order to end up with standing back control. And you talked about perfect positioning. Boy, was that ever a demonstration of it.
And let's not forget, you know, Datte had control of Galaviz's hand across his body too, so preventing him from really getting anything off. And there's that beautiful takedown.
Nice job ripping out the single leg there by Datte. You saw Galaviz try to set up some submissions earlier. See if he has the energy to work that kind of a scramble, try to set something in the air late in the fight.
And there's that positional dominance being exhibited again from Datte. Man, this kid's got some real heavy hips, especially late in this third round here. This is just kind of where people break. But Galaviz is such a mentally tough kid. There is no quitting this kid.
Galaviz continuing to try to work his way up. Gets his feet underneath him. He's going to try to turn in here. That's what his corner's screaming for. And immediately changing levels. And without even having to clasp his hands, Datte gets the double leg again.
And man, Datte's a killer on the ground. He's just a killer on the ground. This wrestling game of his is shut down wrestling.
It's just some of the best wrestling you and I have seen in quite some time.
Yeah, absolutely right.
This is what Galaviz has been wanting. Let's see if he can take advantage, put his strikes to work here. You can see he senses, he knows he has to go and put something together special right here, right now.
He really does. Oh! Galaviz is a hitter, man, I'm telling you.
Datte back to his bread and butter, tries for the takedown. Beautiful lateral drop. Just basically a sacrifice throw there, and it worked out beautifully for him. There's a 10-second clock.
Outstanding. Tough wrestling tonight from Sean Datte. That's been the story as his 155-pound title on the line. Both these guys put it out there, but I got to tell you, Sean Datte really showed his wrestling chops tonight.
And we'll take it up to Sean Patrick. He'll give us the official word on the title winner. Then we're going to have a couple of minutes of intermission. Want you guys on Facebook to stay with us. When we come back, we've got 2 more title fights, including our main event. We've got a total of 3 professional fights coming up. And we are going to switch off the commentary team. So for Ron Goldstein, I'm J.R. Gordon signing off for intermission. When we come back, it'll be Todd Romero and Jeff Cisneros.
After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored the bout 30-27, declaring you winner by unanimous decision. And new Sparta Combat League 155-pound champion, Sean Datte. Sean in the cage with Sean. Talk to me about that one a little bit. It looked like you were pretty content at keeping that one on the ground.
Absolutely, he was hitting hard. My first fight in about a year, so was happy to get away with the win right there.
It's nice to come back after a year off and get a belt right off the bat too, I'm sure.
Absolutely, yeah, felt great. Just want to thank them and all my training partners at Ludwig and Elevation.
Obviously, your opponent had some trouble with weight. Does that inspire you a little bit more coming in when something like that happens?
Absolutely. You just know that I'm a little more prepared than he is. You're missing the weight. You're not as prepared as I am. So,
what's up next for you now? Another year off?
Absolutely not. No, I want to get back in here quick and get after it, keep getting fights under my belt.
Look forward to that, man. Some people you want to thank to help get you here, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Coaches and teammates over at Ludwig Mixed Martial Arts and Jiu-Jitsu with Coach Sam over there, and then Elevation Fight Team and Easton Training Center. So.
Congratulations on the victory. Give it up once again for your new champion, Sean Datte.